Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining here for this gentle yoga practice today. We're going to stay pretty low energy this morning because where I am, it's pretty warm today. And so I have some water with me. I have some blocks and a blanket to help support my gentle practice. And I'm going to give you lots of options to stay lower if you'd rather not work up a sweat. But as always, whatever you do over there on your own mat is completely up to you. You can get as excited as you want or lay around as much as you want for your practice. So take care of your body, listen to its messages, and behave accordingly. All right, so to begin today, I'd like us to come into constructive rest on your back. So if you like to use a little bit of a lift under your head, you could put a shallow blanket below your head. Not a pillow, nothing really tall. And allow your feet to be wider than your knees. Allow your knees to collapse a bit toward each other with your feet wide and your knees toward each other. And your arms can rest beside you, or they can rest palms on top of your body so that you can feel the breath enter and leave your body. And this morning, I would like you to pay attention to your breath and bring to mind, as you rest here in this shape, a vision as if you were resting in this shape in the grass under a tree. It's cooler temperatures than it might be today where you are. The breeze is blowing, and I want you to listen for the sounds around you. What would you hear? And imagine how the breeze would feel as it brushes over your skin. Allow the breath to slow and deepen. Consider the way the sensation of the soles of your feet on the ground. Notice the connection to the earth beneath you, the back of your pelvis, the back of your ribs and shoulders, the back of your head, the back of your arms. During this time, you might be feeling a little bit untethered sometimes, a little loose, where you are not sure which end is up some days. And as you rest here on your back, imagining yourself under a tree, notice the roots that you are sending downward into the earth, and notice how you are subsequently supported by the ground underneath you. And remind yourself that emotionally as well, when you find yourself feeling a bit loose and untethered, remember the analogy of our physical body as well as our emotional body to trees and the roots of trees, flowers and the roots of flowers. We know that when the roots are deeper and broader, that we can be supported and more sturdy. And as we go through our moving practice this morning, let's remind ourselves of our roots often to make sure we have spread and pressed down in order to rise up even taller. And now let's begin to add some movements. As you inhale, lift your knees so they're away from each other. And as you exhale, drop your knees to the side. So your feet will stay on the ground and rotate your gaze away from your knees. And windshield wiper to the other side. As you inhale, knees will point to the sky. Exhale, drop your knees toward the other side, moving your gaze over your opposite shoulder. Back and forth in time with your breath. Knees up and over to the other side. Rotating your neck as much as feels comfortable. Please maintain space between your feet. And now coming back through neutral in the center, bring your knees in toward your chest this time, holding your knees with your hands, and gently pulse, squeezing your knees in and letting them drift away. Back and forth, just pulsing the knees in and out, stretching your low back. Next, pull your knees apart from each other and draw circles with your knees around, together again, and apart. Reversing direction. And now pausing in the center, release your arms out to the side of your body and extend one or both legs up toward the ceiling, flexing your ankles. Pull your toes down toward your body and begin to circle your ankles around. Reverse direction. And now flex your ankles together, then point one ankle and go back and forth. Trade places. One points, one flexes, back and forth. You can certainly bend your knees here to relieve the pressure on your lower back, or do a few with one straight leg and one bent leg and trade sides. Now squeeze and open your toes. Next, we'll flex the ankles with as straight a legs as you can get. Widen your legs apart from each other into a big straddle, V straddle, legs apart. Open up here, flex your ankles. Now bend your knees and bring your knees back together. Place your feet to the floor and set up for bridge pose. If you have a pillow or blanket under your head, please remove it for bridge pose. All right, so the feet are parallel to each other in bridge. They're hopefully under your knees, and bring your arms beside your body. For today, we're going to have the palms face each other with the side edge of your hand pressing downward into the floor. As you inhale, prepare the body by pressing your feet down. As you exhale, press your low back, then lift your hips up toward the sky. Hold here as you breathe in again. Breathing out, roll down again, top to bottom, allowing the tailbone to end the roll. Do that again. Pause as you breathe in. Exhale, press your low back, lift your hips, roll up toward the sky. Hold as you breathe in. Reverse the roll as you breathe out. We'll do it like this one more time. Breathe in as you hold. Breathe out, press your feet and your arms, lift your hips. Hold as you breathe in. Lower as you breathe out. All right, pause here, and I give you the option to lift your arms with your hips. All right, so take a breath in. As you exhale, lift your hips up, lift your arms up, reach your arms to the sky or over your head behind you. Hold as you breathe in. Lower both as you breathe out. Hold as you breathe in. Lift as you breathe out. One more time, hold. Lower as you breathe out. Here's the last one. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Hold as you inhale. Exhale, lower down. All right, kick your right leg to the sky. Add your left leg, kick it up to the sky. Point your feet. Bend your right knee, pull it in closer to your body. Lower your left leg all the way down or just a little bit. Then reverse, lift your left leg all the way back up. Both legs go straight. Push both feet to the sky. Bend your other knee, pull it in tight. Lower your right leg slowly down a little or all the way. Then reverse, lift that straight leg all the way back up. Bend your knee, bring it down next to you. Rock side to side. Both knees bent, snuggle in tight. Rock side to side. Now we're going to leave the knees to the right side and we'll find a twist. Drop your knees all the way over. Open your left arm and turn your gaze left. So in order to soften this shape, you might take a block or pillow and put it under your knees or between your shins. Under your bottom shin or between your shins. Gently return through the center, one leg at a time. Bring yourself back to the middle. Then drop your knees left. Open your right arm, turn your gaze to the right. Again, feel free to soften this twist by putting a block under your bottom shin or between your shins. Pillow, blanket, either of those things will work also. And release, bring yourself back to the middle. One more squeeze. And roll onto your side, press up, comfortable seat. Take a water break, please. If you want to sit on something, please do that as well. I'm going to have my shins crossed. You know, you can always choose a different shape if that feels better for your body. All right, let's begin seated cat and cow, please. Hands to the knees. As you inhale, lift your heart as your elbows and head tip back. Exhale, round your back, hands slide forward, chin drops way down. Inhale, open the heart, squeeze the upper back. Exhale, round, squeeze your belly. One more time, inhale, sit tall. Exhale, round as you slouch back, pull your chin. Inhale, sit tall. We'll begin circling around, shoulders drop forward and across. Moving around your hips. reverse direction. Coming back to the center, inhale tall, exhale, lean over your shins, reach forward. You can place your hands to the ground for support. And of course, if you are not seated cross-legged, it doesn't matter. Lean forward wherever you are. Maybe your feet are wide and you're dropping between your knees. Inhale, rise up. Extend your legs out the front. Give your ankles and knees a shake out. And we'll crisscross the shins the other way if you were cross-legged seated. Right. Bring your fingertips out beside you. Inhaling, lift your arms up. Maybe look to your hands. Exhale, release hands back down. Again, inhale, lifting. Big breath. Exhale, lower. One more, please. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This time, just your left arm. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lean right. Other side. Inhale, both arms come up as you windmill over to the other side. Once again, back and forth. Inhale, up. Exhale, over. Inhale, up. Exhale, over. Let's do this one more time each side, but we're going to hold. Inhale, up, tip to your right and hold. Drop your left elbow and shoulder. Turn your gaze to look down at your wrist. Make a fist with your left hand and draw a circle with your wrist in the air. Reverse direction. Inhale, reach up, push to the sky. Exhale, sit all the way up and release your arm down. Let's go the other side. Inhale, your right arm comes up. Exhale, lean to the left. Drop your elbow and shoulder. Turn your gaze looking down at your wrist. Make a fist with your right hand. Circle your wrist, big tight circles all the way around. Reverse direction. Inhale, press your palm up to the sky. And release, exhale, come back up. Both palms lift. And go down with your arms. All right, shoulder shrug circles. Pull them up and around. Really squeeze up in those upper shoulder trapezius muscles. And reverse. All right, take your arms open wide. Big stretch of the heart. Exhale, palms together in front of you. Bring your hands back together to your body. All right, so let's shake out the legs. And we're going to take a twist. We'll start with Dandasana legs. So legs are straight out in front. Press your heels down and flex your feet as if they're flat up against the wall. Then we'll bend the left knee up. Rotate your body toward the left. And you can wrap your right arm around your knee. Okay. So let's see if we can make this into a stretch for the gluteal area. So similar to what we might find in a twisted pigeon. If it's comfortable for you, take this foot and bring it across to the outside of your knee. Okay. If that's not comfortable, keep it where it is, of course. What we're going to do here is as you twist, I want you to try to bring that knee closer to your opposite shoulder. Okay. Then you can lean a little bit toward your knee. See if you can find that stretch. If it's not working for you, allow your knee to fall toward the floor a little bit and see if you find it better that way. Now we come back to the center with your torso. Place your left hand to your knee and the right hand pick up your heel. We're going to draw a circle with your leg. You can rock it side to side. If you really want a good pigeon stretch here, take that single leg and bring it all the way up in front of your sternum. That might seem like a circus trick to many of you, so don't worry about that. Okay, let's pull this knee in tight, squeeze it in by your shoulder, and we're going to get a little core challenge here. Straighten up and strengthen into your right base leg. We're going to straighten out this left leg and maybe let go with our hands. Okay, so your left leg is straight, maybe let go, then lower all the way down to the ground. Shake it out. Okay, other side. So we keep the left leg straight this time. It's against the ground. Bend your right knee. Stay here if it's comfortable. Otherwise, cross over to the outside. Okay, so make sure you're using the second side. Wrap your left arm around. Turn your ribs to face that leg. Okay. Again, we're going to look for a stretch here in the gluteal area and the lower back. So as you twist, really think about bringing the shoulder towards your opposite knee and maybe lean a little bit toward that knee. So for me to get the best gluteal stretch here, I need to allow the sole of my lifted foot to actually come off the floor. If I keep the traditional twist, it doesn't get as deep into my glute as I like. So as I twist and lean, I can allow my foot to come off the floor and sort of follow that squeeze and follow the sensation through the flesh here in the back of my body. All right, let's come back, return to center, uncross your leg, get stable with your left leg, really tighten up your quads and press down into that heel. Lift your knee up, cross your leg over so you have a hold of your ankle and your knee, and then draw a circle. Your left leg is your base here, right? Find your roots. Notice how the heel is rooted down, both sitting bones are rooted down. But we don't want to let the thigh go floppy. We want to keep it strong. Okay, let's take that core challenge. Bring your knee in tight. And then we'll slowly begin to straighten your leg out the front. Maybe let go of your hands and lower your leg all the way down. Shake it out to release. Have a drink of water. We're going to turn around and come to tabletop on our hands and knees. Once you get to hands and knees, find cat and cow. Use your breath. Allow the breath to guide your body. And now take a moment to notice the root structure. Now that we've flipped over the palms, the fingertips, the heel cup of your hand, the underside of your knees, the tops of your feet, or your tucked toes. Coming into neutral, then from here, lift your right leg bent out to the side and draw a circle with your bent knee. Draw it around. Reverse direction. And release, try the other side. Lift your other knee, bent out to the side. Draw a circle around. Release, a reverse direction. And release. Okay, let's take the knees wide and we're going to take a soft child's pose. So bring your hips back to sit somewhere toward your feet. But as you reach your arms forward, allow your forearms to come down to the ground and support your head somehow. If it doesn't touch the floor, bring something between the floor and your head so that your head can be supported. We definitely don't want to feel untethered in this child's pose shape. Notice here as well how the root system has changed in your body. Your hips are grounding through your feet to the earth. Your palms are grounding, and your forehead is grounding. Bring yourself back up. Once again, tabletop. This time we'll take a balance, extending first your right leg to the back of your mat and your opposite fingers to the front of your mat. And as you inhale, lift up your leg and your arm, or pick one that's the most difficult. Hold here as you breathe. Now on your exhale, bend your knee, elbow, chin, pull to the middle. Inhale, extend, reach. Exhale, pull to the middle. Inhale, extend and reach. Exhale, pull to the middle. Inhale, extend and reach. Keep your leg lifted but lower your hand. Bring your leg across your body to tap the toes on the opposite right side of your mat, the left side of your mat. As you squeeze the left shoulder backward toward your hip, continue to lift your lower belly up away from the floor. And now lift your right leg and bring it all the way across to the right side. Drop your foot down and we're going to plant it opposite your left knee. Coming into a twist, reach your right arm out and up as you turn your heart to the right. Some of you might like to take this into a stronger balance by lifting your leg up in the air. Totally optional. Keep your foot down. Maybe you want to take your arm and wrap it into half bind. Make this feel good on your body this morning. Inhale, release. Return both hands to the floor and both knees to the floor. Option here for downward dog or puppy or child's pose. If you're coming to down dog, don't forget to pull your hips away from your hands. Notice once again how your body has found a new root system in your downward dog or your puppy or your child's pose. Even though you change the shape of your body, you're still connected to the earth beneath. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, return your knees to the mat. Once again, tabletop. Shift your hips side to side. Taking that balance on the opposite second side. Extend your left leg to the back of your mat and your opposite fingers to the front of your mat. Then squeeze and lift up both your arm and your leg, or just pick one of those two. Now on the exhale, we squeeze and round to the middle. Inhale, expand. Exhale to the middle. Inhale, expand. Exhale to the middle. Inhale, expand and hold your leg up. Release your arm down. Swing your leg across to the opposite side. Press the balls of your foot to the floor and curve your right shoulder back toward your right hip. Lift the belly up And look again for a strong root system in your body. Coming back to neutral, lift your leg up, swing it out to the left, and plant your foot down on the ground directly across from your right knee. Turning into a twist, lift your left arm up toward the sky. And make this feel extra special in your body. Again, maybe you take a half bind by wrapping that arm around your waist. Maybe you lift your leg up in the air. Or maybe you hang out right here and feel the expansion of your heart and notice the roots of your fingertips, the toenails of your right foot, and the outer edge sole of your left foot. Inhale, return again down, tabletop. Another chance for downward dog or child's pose or puppy pose. You take a shape that your body wants right now and feels good with. Right. Let's all come onto our knees, and then we're going to slide forward so our shoulders are over the wrists and our knees are behind the hips. We're going to make our way to the floor. As you exhale, bend your elbows backward, drop down onto your belly, and stack your hands under your forehead with wide elbows. Now that we're in this prone position, notice once again the type of root structure that you have connected to the earth. Tops of your feet, tops of your thighs, hip points, front of your torso, palms of your hands. And now we're going to slide into a gentle back bend. You can take half sphinx by bringing your elbows sort of in front of your shoulders, your palms to the floor and your forearms parallel. And take a very small, soft back bend here. If you want to come up into full sphinx, bring your elbows straight down from your shoulders. Check that your upper arm bone is vertical. Okay? We definitely don't want it behind you. You want it under your shoulder or out in front for a little softness. Tops of your feet are pressing down. Tighten your thighs. Press your tailbone down as you lift your lower belly up and fill up that space in your low back. Then bring your sternum forward and drag your elbows toward your hips and your shoulder blades toward your waist. All right, we're going to return to child's pose or downward dog or tabletop, and we'll make our way into a lunge from that. Pull your hips up, and then bring your right foot forward for a lunge. So I'll give you some options for lunge as I always do. You know, you can stand up if you don't want to be on your knees, and please take warrior one instead, right foot forward. We're going to do this lunge sequence twice. The first time will be on the knees, and the second time will be in warrior one. So you can always choose two of the same instead of one of each. You decide where you want to be today, of course, okay? So we'll bring the right foot forward first. If you're using blocks, please bring them under your shoulders to really support yourself vertically. And try to get into a nice 90-degree angle lunge for this, okay? So knee over ankle, knee in front of hip, knee under hip, foot behind knee, all that business, okay? So if you're stable, right hand to your knee. Inhale, left arm comes up by your ear. Okay, you decide. You can always keep that hand down. If you're in warrior one, same story, okay? Leg on your thigh, arm in the air. Then we're gonna lean to the right. Inhale, lift your fingers up. Exhale, tip to your right, leaning sideways. So this right hand can stay on your leg for support, or it can reach for the block, or fingertips can stretch toward the floor. Then as you inhale, release vertically and bring your arm out to the side. Rotate to your right, bring your palm forward, make a fist out of your left hand with your thumb in the air. So your fist is gonna push straight out the front edge of your mat with your thumb up in the air, okay? As your heart is twisted to the right, maybe your right hand slides back to your hip, or maybe your arm reaches out the back, okay? We're gonna try a little movement here, and you can decide where you wanna be. As you inhale, return to the front and bring both arms forward. Open your palms to face each other. Bring your torso vertical, please, so that your shoulders are over your hips and you're not laying out over the front of your leg, okay? So make a fist out of both hands, but leave both thumbs in the air. And as you exhale, pull your right arm back, twisting to the right like an archer, maybe extending your right arm out the back. Inhale, rotate front, palms face each other. Make those fists. Exhale, pull, twist to the right. Inhale, return to center. Palms open. Last one, fist of your hands. Pull your right elbow back, turning open to the side. Inhale, return to center. Both arms come up. And exhale, release your arms down. We're gonna lean forward to come into a deeper twist. If you're using blocks, your left hand can stay on a block or go all the way to the floor. If you are in Warrior One, as you lean forward, you're gonna lift the heel on your back foot and come into a lunge twist. You decide, right? We're gonna do that later, so you can always get it there. So we're twisting hard to the right as you exhale, maybe opening your right arm, maybe not. You decide. Let your shoulder tell you if it doesn't feel right, don't do that. As you inhale, untwist to the center, slide your knees together, and your choice, downward dog or child's pose or puppy. Of course, move if you'd like. I'm gonna do a little movement coming through downward dog. Inhaling forward to plank, lowering down onto my belly. Inhale to a back bend. Exhale, child's pose, pulling back. All right, folks, let's try the second side. You'll bring your left foot forward. Again, feel free to stand in Warrior One if you don't like being on your knees. It's okay if you did knee on one side and standing on the other. We all know that the body behaves differently on both sides. Get nice and tall. Keep your shoulders over your hips and your knee directly under that hip. Same in the front, okay? Nice and tall. And as you inhale, your right arm comes up and over your head. As you exhale, lean toward the left side. Your left hand can brace you on your knee or your block, or reach for the floor. So many options, right? Always too many choices in life. You have to pick your own path. Inhale, rise back up. And exhale, turn your body to the left. Bring your thumb forward. Push that fist right out the front of your mat. Maybe your left hand slides to your hip. Maybe it extends to the side, reaching toward the back. Make a fist with both hands, thumbs in the air. Inhale, return center, palms face each other. Exhale, make a fist, bend your elbow, drag it back and open it up. Inhale, return center, open your palms. Exhale, make a fist, drag it back and twist. One more, inhale forward, make a twist. Exhale, make a fist, drag it back and open into a twist. Inhale, come forward. Reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, release your arms down. Lean forward for that lunge twist here. So if you want to, if you're in warrior one, you're going to lift your heel as you come forward. Block under your hand if it feels comfortable. Left hand to your knee. Exhale, twist left. Maybe lift your left arm toward the sky or slide it behind your waist. So notice in this twist if your head has sort of fallen off your spine, and see if you can keep it in line by maybe pulling it behind you a little bit or lifting it away from the floor a little bit. Nice. Okay, back to center, untwist. Your choice again, moving into child's pose or downward dog or belly flop, or if you'd like some movement, go ahead and take a cycle of vinyasa movement. I'm going to take a drink of water. Relax those shoulders wherever you are. And begin to roll up into seated and make your way to standing up. Use your blocks or whatever tools you have nearby to help you get into standing position. Once you stand up, we're going to circle the ankles and the hips. So if you need to bring a chair next to you or go and stand next to the wall, by all means, please move your body where you feel supported. So notice as you come onto your feet, spread out your toes and begin to feel the ground underneath you, and notice how the weight shifts from side to side and shifts around the balls of your feet. Okay? So we really want to keep those roots down into the floor, and we're going to take a little bit of a balance. So shift your weight onto your right side, keep your knees soft, tailbone forward, and zipper up that lower belly. Then place the top of your left foot on the floor so you can circle your ankle around. Reverse direction. Now just bend the toes forward and backward, really stretching the top of your foot and the underside of your foot. Now here comes a full balance. We're going to lift up the left leg. You can hold under your knee or in front, it doesn't matter. Try to squeeze that knee all the way up by your shoulder. Then release your leg out the front, push the heel forward, straighten it, and lower it all the way down. Other side. Move your weight over onto your left foot. Again, spread those toes nice and wide. Soften your knee a bit, but get strong above and below the knee in your muscles. Tailbone forward, zipper up low belly. Here we go with the balance. Now that you're ready, we have to take the top of the foot to the floor. Circle it around. And the other side, circle it around. All right, bend your toes, forward, backward. Now we're ready for that knee lift. Okay, soften the knee on the left side. Lift your right knee up. Squeeze it all the way. Try to bring it up to touch your shoulder. Then we come into a kick line here for a little flare. So push your heel forward, flex your ankle, tighten up your quadriceps, lower your straight leg all the way down to the ground, and shake out. Okay, so now we're going to widen the feet toward the edges of your mat so we can circle the hips. Draw the inside of a hula hoop. Circle. Keep the knees soft. Feel the hips stretch on the front, side, and the back. Reverse direction. And release. Okay, inhale your arms all the way up over your head. Take a hold of your left wrist. Lean right. Exhale. Notice the roots here. Then strengthen the trunks of your body through your legs. Inhale, rise again. Change hands, lean left. Exhale. Feet are anchored firmly to the ground. Pull up the energy from the earth through your strong legs. Inhale, tall again. And exhale, soften your knees, forward fold, coming all the way down. Use your blocks for support, or the chair, or the wall. When it's super hot like it is here today, you might not want to fold all the way down. I like halfway. So I'm going to bend my knees and bring my elbows onto my knees, and my hands together, and my heart forward. I still get a nice stretch out of my back. And I'm going to sway my hips side to side for a little extra stretch. All right, bend both knees, lift your heart forward, press the ground, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, palms touch and come to your heart. Let's take warrior one, right foot forward. Left foot back, hips centered, shoulders broad, tailbone pressing forward. Okay, inhale, left arm up. Exhale, lean right. Keep those hips forward. Make sure your feet are on two separate train tracks and that you're not standing on top of yourself. So some of you watching yourself take this practice on your own camera. See if you can find space between your feet, or if you cannot see your back foot, your feet are too close together. Inhale, rise up. Open your left arm to the side. We twist right now, so bring your fist forward. Turn your ribs to the right. Maybe extend your arm to the back. Inhale, bring both arms forward, palms face each other. Exhale, make fists, pull your right elbow back, open up. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, come forward, palms open. Exhale, make a fist, pull your right elbow back and open up. Inhale, come forward, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, release your arms down, lean forward. Let's start with both hands on the knee. If you would like to come deeper, maybe you bring a block, lift your left heel and wiggle way back into that foot. Okay? As you turn your heart toward the right side, pull your right shoulder up and back, opening up into a twist. Maybe you lift your arm, maybe not. Keep your belly pulled up away from the floor. Rotate those ribs. Inhale, center again. Step forward with your back foot and lift up to standing. Reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, your hands come together. Shake out your legs. Grab a sip of water. Move to warrior one on the other side. Warrior one, second side. Once you're here, both arms can come up into space. Soften your shoulders, get broad. Again, make sure you're not standing on your same balance beam, right? We want to be on two tracks, not one. Arms are lifted. Then we're going to drop the left hand to your hip. Inhale, reach your right fingers up. Exhale, lean left. Inhale, lift up, arm comes out to the side. Now we rotate this time to the left. Make a fist out of your front hand and reach your back arm, maybe open to the back. So both palms would be facing the same direction, but we're going to make a fist with our thumbs in the air. Then inhale, return to center, both palms face each other. Exhale, make a fist, bend your elbow, drag your left elbow back and open. One more time, come to center, palms open. Exhale, make a fist, drag your elbow back, twist it open to the left. Inhale, come to center, raise your arms up, up, up. Exhale, release, lean forward, hands to your knee. Both hips are equally pulled back. If you want to come down deeper, go right ahead. You'll need a longer stance. Your heel will lift in the back. You'll come into a deep lunge. Okay, that's up to you. I'm going to stay in warrior one for this practice. Rotate your heart to the left. Maybe your left hand comes to your hip. Maybe it comes behind your head, feel a little sassy. Maybe reach your fingers to the sky. Careful the knee on your right leg. If you are still in warrior one, do not over twist. Inhale, return to center. Step your back foot forward. Stand all the way up, reach to the sky. Hands come to your heart. Exhale. All right, release your arms down. Shake out your legs. We're going to take one standing balance and then we'll drop down to the floor to finish our practice today. So in this standing balance, it's similar to what we already did where we stand on one leg and lift the knee, but we're going to open the knee and rotate around a little, okay? So here we go. We're going to shift the weight to the right leg. If you're using the wall, you bring the wall to your right hand and lift your left knee up, okay? You can use a chair. That will work as well. Okay, so here we go. Spread out your toes, strong in your base right leg, lift your left knee up. If it's comfortable, release your right arm straight out to the side, make a fist with your thumb in the air. Now take your left knee, pull it out to the side, open up that hip by swinging your sitting bone forward on your left leg. Now can you gaze to the left? Can you gaze forward? While breathing, please. Can you gaze at your thumb? Come back to the center. Gaze comes forward, knee comes forward. Let go of your knee, kick your leg forward, and release it all the way to the ground. Shake that out. Other side, then we're going to get into that pigeon shape you've been waiting for. Soften your knee a bit. Spread out your roots and press down into the floor. As you're ready, lift your right knee up and catch a hold of it with your hand. Left arm comes out to the side, thumb in the air, make a fist. Pull your knee open, swing your sitting bone forward, balancing. Can you look to the right? Look forward again. Look left. Look forward again. Bring your knee forward, hands to the hips, kick your leg out the front, and release it down. Nice work. Shake out your legs. Find your water. Find any standing movement you need before you come again onto your back or your front for your favorite pigeon shape. So I know some of you love pigeon face down because that's where you need to go in order to get real sensation. Go right ahead. Not the safest place for those of my friends who have knee problems, so you can come onto your back. Or if you have a chair nearby, sit in the chair and cross your ankle over your knee. Okay? So we're going to take figure 4 on the back here. I'm going to demonstrate legs in the air. Bend your left knee. Cross your right ankle over your knee. Bring your knees close to your body and give yourself a squeeze, reaching through and behind your left leg. Now, all the way up might not work for you. Some of us, we like to put a block under the base foot. Then you can put your base foot not on the floor, but a little bit lifted onto the block. And that might be high enough for you. Okay, so you decide where your body wants to be. Whether you are face down or face up, please notice that the hips should be the same level. It's really easy in both of these orientations, up or down, to allow the hip of the bent knee to be out of alignment with the hip of the straight leg. Okay, so we want to pull back extra on the knee that's getting the effort on that hip. And now let's release that. If you're face down, you might try downward dog, or you might roll to your hip side and swing your other leg around the front, then come back to the floor. Okay. If you're face up, kick your legs to the sky, then re-bend and recross. pull your second side closer to your chest, holding on behind or in front. Again, notice if you can give a little extra tug on the hip that's being stretched and pull it away from your lower ribs. If you're on your back, can you bring your tailbone closer to the floor without allowing your low back to lift? And everyone release. If you're on your back, let your feet come to the floor. Feet are wide, windshield wiper your knees. If you're face down, you might want to flip over onto your back or come through downward dog. Then shoot through to cross-legged seat and roll down. Find any final stretches or twists or inversions that would feel good to your body. I'm going to take a little lumbar traction by bringing the block under the back of my pelvis. When it's very hot weather outside, legs up can be extremely rejuvenating and restorative to the body. So if you are against the wall or near the sofa or a chair, you could bring your lower legs to bend and land on top of a chair. If you're in the middle of the room and you want to take legs up, I highly recommend you put a block under the back of your pelvis first, then allow your legs to lift up for the sky. Once you're ready into Shavasana, any shape will do. Allow your body to rest. And notice. Remind yourself of that vision of being under a tree, soft breeze, cooler temperatures, soft grass, no allergies. Listen to the sounds of nature around you. And feel free to stay in this shape as long as you like, as long as you need today. If you would like to complete your practice now with me, begin to bring movement, rolling to your side, slowly sitting up. If If you need more time, by all means, pause or turn off this video and enjoy the rest of your day. If you're completing practice with me, find a comfortable upright shape. Inhale through the top of your head. Exhale through your mouth and lower your chin downward. Inhale, roll your left ear to your left shoulder. Exhale, roll forward. Inhale, roll your right ear to your right shoulder. Exhale, roll forward. Release your arms to your sides. Inhale, lift your arms and gaze up. Exhale, palms touch and come down to settle at your heart. Thank you everyone once again for coming out to bring yourself to the mat to make this effort. And I wish all of you a beautiful, blessed day. Namaste. Thank you, everyone.
Jennifer. That was wonderful.
Thank you. I'm going to move around to the computer so I can unmute everybody.
Jennifer.
Thank you. It was good to see all of you.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Yes, yes. I still hear you, but I can't see you from this angle. So here I go again. All right.
See anybody.
Here we are. So thanks everybody. It's beautiful to see all
Bye,
of your
Jennifer.
smiley faces.
Thanks. Bye. Thank you so much.
Stay cool, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you, thank you.
Yes. Good to see you again, Yvonne.
Yeah, not dead, but still here.
That's good. Good news.
Yep. Bye.
Bye-bye.